Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. I'm here with Nathan, and we are sitting here in the 2020 Chevrolet Corvette C8, and it's actually a convertible, which, awful time to have a convertible because it is currently 32 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and it's raining. So it is a mixture of rain, sleet. We were hoping for some snow, but we did have this in the snow this past weekend, and it did really well. So we're gonna head out and just kind of see how it goes, talk about the car, talk about the new year, fun, exciting things for Daily Motor. Nathan, we forgot to wear our sweatshirts.
Well, mine's currently being washed.
Oh, okay. Well, we got some cool Daily Motor swag, but forgot to wear it because we're just not used to having it, I guess. Another fun thing, we are actually streaming this live stream through the Chevy, what do they call it? OnStar 4G LTE. So if you notice any quality issues, that's all Chevy's fault, not us. And if we run over, I don't know what the data limit is that they're paying for with this car. So if the quality's not too good, let us know and we'll switch on over to our hotspot. But if you've never been part of one of our live drives before, welcome. This is where we get a chance to interact with you all live here and drive a car, talk about it. If you want to see any weird, quirky type things that you like to see, sometimes we never even know what you all would like to see in a car, so we can talk about it and show you and all those good things. We got some people in the chat. As you see here, we've got our chat going live up on the windshield. So we've got Moran already in. Hey, we've got Toka Fox. Hi. Rosa Flores just got back to my office today. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but if it is, great. If not, bummer. And Yas is one of our top donors. He's always with us. Moran's always with us as well. Happy New Year to you, Yas. And let's hop out and take a look. You want the umbrella or not?
No.
Okay. Let's also turn the louder exhaust on. Ooh yeah, rumble up. So this being the convertible model, you can't actually see the engine behind us, but honestly, I have not minded that at all in this whole time we've had the convertible. Not being able to see the engine, I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's not like the normal engine looks that great anyway. Hello to everyone. Nitrox, Killerbug, Alissa Dickerson. Hey, Alissa is unfortunately unable to join us because there are only 2 seats in here, but she will be looking on from Daily Motor HQ. Is Alissa in the front? The front's a little smaller than some other vehicles, so I don't think she would have fit, even though Alissa does fit in most places. Happy New Year, Beladiya Jay. Glad to have you on as well. Hop out?
Yep.
Oh man, the ground is slick.
Oh, wow.
I can't stray too far from the car because of the hot spot.
Very slippery.
Yeah, look at this. We've got an ice layer on the windshield.
That's the light.
Or it's the headlight. So before you all get too concerned, we are running on the Michelin Pilot Sport all-season tires. So these were individually developed between Chevrolet and Michelin for this C8 Corvette. And Chevy actually challenged us to go ahead and take this car in the snow. So we took it up to northern Michigan. We ran it around the snow. That video just went live on Winding Road today. We had a lot of fun with that, and it handled pretty darn well. I mean, it's better than I expected. It certainly would be a lot better with winter tires, but that's obvious. So it's okay to drive in this sort of weather with this car. It's completely capable of doing it. We're gonna find that out here today. Any observations from you so far having the car, Nathan?
Has
it lived up to your expectations?
It's exceeded my expectations.
Really?
It's very much finally the American sledgehammer to the Italian thoroughbred supercar that doesn't cost 6 figures.
It's, you know, if I haven't necessarily fallen in love with this car over the last week, what I've done is I've gained a lot of respect for it. Yeah. I've put probably just alone 700 miles on this in the last week. I've driven it a bunch, and it's so accessible. It really is.
It's not a car you love. It's a car that if someone said, all right, you have to race around a track and beat this car, you would choose this.
You would, but it's totally daily drivable as well. Those rumble exhausts. You can still see we got it quite dirty throughout the week. And you've got grippy shoes on as well. This is going to be interesting. Let's hop back inside because it's a little chilly and wet. fortunately, in the 2LT package, we've got heated seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel. It's a nice place to be. You've got the very good Bose sound system. All good stuff. All right, let's check out the comments. The shape of the DRL looks cool though. Yeah, it does. Blah, blah, blah. Where was the trunk? We will show you the trunk and the frunk in a minute. After we do a little driving, we'll come back and do another walk around after we've warmed up. Yes, I like this color too. It's been nice driving this Corvette around and not getting too many people staring at you all the time like this person must be. Let's see what they'd like to know. Hey there!
You use my parking lot, you gotta let me drive your car.
That's fair. Are you with the Flyers then, or the previous Eagle?
Oh, the authority itself.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, great. Yeah, not exactly the type of day you'd expect this, would you?
No, not at all.
All season tires, straight from the factory.
All right, have fun.
Yeah, likewise.
See you.
Thank you.
I thought we were gonna get yelled at for a minute.
Hey, we're not doing anything. Okay, well, let's get on the road and start coaxing this thing forward. So you do have multiple drive modes in the C8. You've got weather, my mode, tour, sport, track. You can see the whole gauge cluster goes into track mode. And then if you go back to something like, say you're just putzing around on tour and you want to go straight to sporty driving for a minute, you press Z right here on the steering wheel and then go, and it transfers into hardcore mode just like that.
I love that. I love the look of that gauge.
Mm-hmm. I do too. All right. Sorry about the username. I did not choose the name. That's okay.
Taco Fox. I like that name.
Ron wants us to clutch drop it. I did that with Alyssa last night. We were driving off a stoplight. I don't know exactly how I did it. I think I went from, I must have been in manual mode, and then I just like hit the gas and shifted or something, but it like clutch dropped and spun away and everything. It was sweet. All right, so we're just gonna go in my mode for now because it's got the louder exhaust, but comfort, everything else.
Oh wow, listen to that.
Uh-huh. You can hear us breaking ice. Is that what? I wonder if that's like ice that caked up around the tire or something. Or if that's just the ground. It sounds like we're rubbing against something in the wheel well.
I think it's just ice on the road.
Huh.
Probably gotten so thick. Oh jeez.
Yeah, we've got some grip, but we're just gonna take it nice and easy today. Be careful, and we'll go find a few parking lots because it is New Year's Day, and no one should be at work, or at least most people should be at work. We're working. The comments are just barely. I wonder if we can move them right there. Oh wow! Thanks, Beladiya. Right off the bat, helping pay for a little bit of this thirsty V8. Thank you very much. Love our donors, and I did say in the description that we will do a slide for every donation we get.
A slide for every donation.
Yes.
If someone
Shouldn't be hard.
If someone wants to see us crash, it's $100.
Pull both paddles, shifters for clutch drop. Okay, good to know. We will do that. In fact, we could do that right on the straightaway. Got some grip here. Let's get right up to this section of less than broken pavement. Oh yeah, it's slick here. That's full brake. Should probably traction control off.
That might help things.
It just stayed at the rev limiter at 37 miles per hour. You know what's interesting is that this car doesn't have an aggressive rev limiter at all.
Yeah.
It's very smooth. It's just bzzz. It's not like like the Lexuses that you do like the pop, 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 brrr. Doesn't do that. That's full brake. Coming to a stop from 30 miles per hour. Oh, there go our comments.
Yeah.
Here we go. Get a nice solid connection. There. The cool thing is though, is Chevy designed this car to be able to be driven year-round. And that's why they said to us, we're confident in these new all-season tires, go ahead and test them out. And with that, when you have full traction control on all the driver aids, like we'll go into weather mode right now. It's obviously slick, you've seen that. I'm gonna mat the gas, ready? My foot is to the floor. And the car was working really hard to keep me from killing myself and Nate. And you still have to be careful. I mean, when you slam on the brakes and you've got no braking distance, there's only so much the car can do for you. But for those who might be caught off guard, bad driving situation or something like that, Chevy did do a nice job at making it so you can feel a little more confident. It passed the manual mode. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Moran always asked us if the cars auto shift for themselves when you're in manual mode. You know, like if they auto upshift. Yep. And this one definitely does not. We got some sirens. Should we go investigate with our Corvette? Does the all-season type is good on the snow? It actually is surprisingly decent.
Oh wow, look up there.
There's probably all sorts of accidents in this weather. Jay, if you go onto the Winding Road channel, Nathan and I are actually in this car up in a few inches of snow, and you can see, I mean, we're on an incline in like a subdivision type road, and it gets up and gets going. It's really impressive. It's not, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's like confident, like you can just gallivant around and romp on it, but if you got caught out in the snow, you'd be totally fine.
Oh.
Huh. Very strange. Can't tell what's going on there. So, if any of you are just tuning in, we are out live driving the 2020 Corvette Convertible, even though we probably won't be flexing the convertible aspects of this car much today. It's funny, Alissa and I also did a live drive of the LC 500 convertible in the rain as well. It was like the hardest rain I'd ever driven in. But then it stopped, we were able to keep the convertible top down.
Should we turn the defroster on a little bit? It's getting a little...
It is on. It's probably just because we're talking a lot. We can turn the fan. Oh, you're on high still too. I do appreciate the Chevy Corvette's infotainment screen. It's very responsive, very simple and easy to use. They did a good job with it. But anyway, yeah, if you're just tuning in with us, out driving the car, it's slippery out. We're gonna go and get in a little bit more open road situation and then get some slides for Jay donating. When is the G63 live drive? Unfortunately, with Christmas going on and everything, we didn't end up live driving the G63. We thought about it, but it was a busy week for us all. We had the Veloster N DCT as well, so we ended up didn't do that. Yes, thank you very much. What does he say? Thank you for keeping us entertained and informed in 2020. Wishing you all lots of success in 2021. Thank you, we appreciate that. And we appreciate you being on for all these live drives. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun having the channel grow as well. All of us working hard here to bring you guys good content day in and day out. It's definitely been some long days, but also some really fun days getting to do stuff like this. So we're glad we were able to make some time to come on live drive today. Thanks, Yas. We will do a little slipping and sliding here momentarily.
It looked like a Chevy Trailblazer SS when it's going by. I like those things.
That was a 5.3, right?
Yes, 5.3, small block. Now we're getting some snowier pellets.
Also, we owe, I think I said for $10 in the description, donuts. $5 Burnout.
Look what's behind us.
Donuts. Nice Sonata.
That's a good looking car.
I think it's a press car. Maybe. It's got a foreign plate on it and it's a hybrid.
Huh. That's a good looking car.
Yeah, I do like the Sonata.
And also, notice how it's a camera back there, not an actual mirror.
Yep, you can flip to mirror, like that.
Then you can't see.
Whee! So we do have traction control off now. Drive it nice and easy and slip and slide into this parking lot. Oh, I forgot, I don't have the best signal. Oh, but we're on the Chevy signal, so it doesn't matter. Jay, I don't think we necessarily have any New Year's resolutions for the car reviews. One of my, I guess, plans for 2021 is continuing to post daily. And we also want to do instrumented testing. So I'm trying to find a good, safe place that we can do instrumented testing for these vehicles and get reliable acceleration, braking numbers, things like that. And then, I don't know, do we have any other plans we've talked about for 2021? We'd like to do a few more like trip style reviews, like going to places with like comparisons or like sort of races, like challenges, that sort of deal. Nathan and I have been trying to do a car versus boat challenge for a little while.
Car versus snowmobile too. We have a perfect route for that.
Yep.
Also, a road trip would be cool.
Yeah, I think so. We've done, Alyssa and I did a few road trip reviews last year, but we'll do more. Oh, it's tough. You can feel the car sort of like getting areas of slip and then areas of grip. Also, there's no way around it. The C8 Corvette understeers, so it's tough, especially in these conditions, for the front end to grip enough for the rear end to slide around. Actually, not too slick in there.
Should I go into why the Corvette understeers though?
Sure.
So, I was watching a Engineering Explains video, and he was talking about one of the things he covered with Corvette is why GM engineered it to understeer more rather than oversteer.
Mm-hmm.
The idea behind that is if you're new to the supercar world and you just buy this thing, you don't want your first drive to be into a tree.
Like
so,
you see on so many YouTube videos. Like,
yeah, they purposely designed it to be easier to drive and more forgiving to new supercar owners. Because the majority of the people who buy this, like, it's cheaper. They're gonna be like, this is a very capable car at a very low price point. So they knew that less experienced people are gonna be buying this. So they designed it to understeer rather than oversteer so that people don't kill themselves with it.
Interesting. I mean, it makes sense. It's like the opposite of a Hellcat or a Mustang.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to see? Oh yeah, Alyssa's asking everyone, what do you guys want to see in 2021? That's a good point. Like, what could the channel do better for all of you? All right, this should be a good slide. The Corvette is so manageable when you get into a slide. It's just like you can dance with it, and there aren't many good new supercar type cars that can do that. What did that person say? We know you guys have been asking for Audis a lot. We're working on it, we really are. Everybody write to Audi and tell them that Daily Motor needs press cars, because both Daily Motor, Winding Road, and the Topher, we've all been trying to get Audis, and they've not been responding. It's really frustrating. But we will get an Audi by the end of the year.
End of the year.
Long videos, yeah, end of 2021.
Oh yeah.
Really? You like long videos? Okay, well, hey, we can do a few more of those. I've been trying to keep the reviews around like 10 to 12 minutes, but there's a lot more footage. I just kind of cut a lot of it out. What was I gonna say about the Corvette? Rain.
Ooh, look, the best car in the world is right there.
Chrysler Town and Country. You guys know that's my favorite. I will say, a lot of you asked for a video doing a highway fuel economy test in the C8 Corvette with cylinder deactivation, active fuel management, and without. And we did do that. So yesterday I took this car, I did 60-mile round trips, averaging 70 miles per hour in tour mode with everything just standard. And then I did the same, came back to the same exact route with in manual mode so that it didn't go into V4. And the results were only about half a mile per gallon worse without cylinder deactivation. So we got about 20, I think it was 28 miles per gallon in standard mode and like 27.5 without cylinder deactivation. So that was pretty interesting. That video will be going up next week. More truck reviews, off-roading, maybe even a little towing, track driving. All right, cool. Those are the things we like to do. We've got, we'll probably be doing a little bit more towing with the side-by-side, some with the race car, maybe some snowmobile stuff. So yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. It's good to know. Let's see what the grip is like. Oh, we got quite a bit of grip now. One thing that is kind of interesting, when you're in the C8 and it's slippery, like you're on snow, and you slam on the brakes, the rear end likes to kick out, especially to the right. Chris and I think maybe it's from the crown of the road that it goes to the right, but yeah, the rear end likes to slide, so you gotta be careful with that. I kinda like Ford trucks, but most of them are expensive. Trucks are expensive.
Trucks are very expensive, and they don't depreciate either.
Right.
Especially, there's the, up there, you can't see it probably, but the Toyota Tacoma is the #1 car for holding its value.
Tacoma? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, Tacoma and Wrangler are like right up at the top.
Tacoma, Wrangler, and Raptor.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking the Raptor. If I had any complaint about the powertrain in this car, other than the silly little ticking noise it makes, which you can't hear right now, the exhaust doesn't sound cool enough unless you're on like at least 75% throttle. Like when you just kind of go like that, which it is in quiet mode right now, but it just doesn't sound as good as the C7 Corvette or the Camaro SS. Okay, we need to go. We're gonna pull into this industrial park here up on the right, do a few more slides. Maybe we'll have Nathan get out for a quick second and watch one.
I've got a question for you guys. How would you like to see me start my own YouTube channel?
I do think it'd be cool to have another channel where we can be a little bit more relaxed.
Yes, my channel would not be a car reviewing channel. It would be more vlog style, just more daily life type of thing.
And it'd be cool to be able to do like the sillier type challenges,
yeah,
that sort of thing. Okay, so it is definitely crispy outside, still 32 degrees. Oh, you can hear us breaking through the ice. Whew. Full brake.
Wow, that's slick.
that's I'm curious. I'm gonna open the door. Unlock. It's just my foot on the ground. It's just sliding.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
How about a race
Okay.
between me and the Corvette?
Okay.
I will be running. I'll run with the camera.
No, because
oh yeah, that's right.
I'll have the camera here. Go to the left of me. Where do you want to race to? Maybe that like the end of that or the start of that driveway.
How about the that parking sign?
The one on the left.
I was thinking the far one, but
There's no way the Corvette would beat you easily.
all right.
Close one?
Yeah, first parking sign.
Okay. Beladiya, I say.
My amazing track skills. Wow, it's slippery. Holy cow.
You ready?
Can I use the grass?
No. Same surface. All right, don't hurt yourself.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go. This is full brake. It's really slick. You had an advantage there in a minute.
I had it at first.
These all-season tires really are impressive, I will say.
It was slippery, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'll do a little, fortunately the Corvette is so easy to drive that you can just one-hand it, even sliding. Ooh, look at this little area. Perfect. It's windy out too, isn't it?
Oh, that's
Full
perfect.
opposite lock. We should, would you be opposed to getting a little outside footage there?
Not at all.
The only problem is the hot spot. I didn't think of that. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Next, that's the one downside I suppose to using the Chevy's hotspot is you can't let Nathan get too far with the camera. But you guys seem to like POV stuff. Nathan said, oh, we're gonna watch Nathan fall on his face. Third gear. Let's do full stability control off. That's another cool thing with Chevy is they allow you to have fun with stability control still on. So you don't have to have it off, but having it off lets you get all the way around. ESC off, very easy to do, you just hold the button. I'll do another clutch drop. I'm gonna need you to hold it for that.
Would you say this is the most fun we've had in a car, like in our time of having this car?
We have had a lot of fun. It's been a lot of smiles. I had fun with Chris driving it up. We had a lot of fun. I was editing that G63 review today though, and we had a lot of fun in that too. We've had some fun off-roading things, but this has been really good. Did you get the speedo at all?
It was there.
Because I had it in a third gear maxed out at like 86.
I could smell the tires.
Oh, I feel like we just need to get an outside clip of that. Even if it was just you on the phone, like recording, that's awesome. Whew. This thing is a hoot. This car is more fun in the rain, in the snow and everything than it is in the dry. Because in the dry, you just got too much grip. You can't do things like that. But you can in the rain. In the dry, when you try to do things, it just understeers.
Apparently there is a way, because the suspension is very adjustable with this car.
Okay.
There is a simple way to adjust the suspension to make it oversteer rather than understeer.
Okay. The other simple way is just putting summer tires on it. I mean, it doesn't oversteer necessarily, but it's a lot better. It hooks up a lot better.
Well,
the Z51 car.
Yeah.
But that's interesting.
Yeah, at least in the dry though.
Right. Also, the transmission is just so good. This is one of the few cars I was telling Nathan the other day. I have no desire for a manual. Like, C7 Corvette, yeah, I'd rather have a manual. Something like a Miata, like, of course, it's gotta have a manual. This car, never once driving it this week have I been like, man, it needs a manual. Because it just fits. They designed it with this transmission in mind. And it's really good for that. Oh. Hello, sir. It's so responsive, and it's so good if you're just driving around nice and easy. It's in like 5th gear or something, whatever, and you hammer it, it's like bam, second. It's like instant. And we're not going to really be able to show you that today because of the slickness, but it's impressive. And as I was saying earlier, this is full brake. We'll put it into weather mode. Say you were a noob, you didn't want to be sliding around, you just wanted to get going. You go full throttle. I literally have my foot to the floor right now. And the car does its best job to give you only as much power as you can handle given the conditions. Launch control test.
Launch control.
See if it hooks better than clutch drop. Nathan, do you remember how to do launch control in this car? Because I forgot.
No.
Myron or Myron, however you say it. Could you please remind us how to do launch control? I know it's certain mode and brake and all this sort of stuff, but when you drive so many different cars, sometimes you forget how each manufacturer does their launch control. Whee! You can just feel it fighting for that grip. But yeah, if you needed to get somewhere and you were in your C8 Corvette, that's all you had to drive as your daily, and it's sleeting outside, totally fine on the all-season tires. What else is worth knowing? Seat comfort's been pretty good. We were worried after a few hours that we'd be a little uncomfortable, and Chris noticed, because Chris and I took a 4-hour road trip in this together, and we noticed my butt was a little bit sore, his back was a little bit sore, but we just kind of made a few seat adjustments, and after that we were fine. The biggest downside to road tripping in this car is there's not much interior space for stuff.
Let's see, button. That's not that big. That's not big at all. Got cup holders. Nothing really back there.
You can kind of go behind the driver's seat as long as you're not too tall.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a pain to get back there.
Nothing up here. Same thing over there in terms of door storage.
Just really small door pockets.
Is there anything up in front of the seats? No, that's just all wiring.
And the trunk and front thing is cool, but at the same time, it also cuts in half your ability to store larger items. In the C7 Vet, you had the same amount of trunk space, but it was all in one cargo area that you could just reach back to really easily. So I was moving some bulkier items, and we had to be really particular with how we packed them into the C8, whereas if it were a C7, we'd just been able to toss them in there and be good to go. So that's a bit of a downside. What do we got? Okay, actually, come to a quick stop, read a few of these comments. Hi, Daily Motor, Charlie and Nathan. Hello, the Pittsburgh man, it's your friend.
Yeah.
The first step is to put the car in drive, select track mode, double tap ESC button off just ahead of the, yeah. Once you've selected PTM mode, it's as easy as standing on the brake with your left foot, flooring the, okay.
Why can't it just be a button that says launch control? Why does it have to be, oh, this, oh, geez, and that?
So we've got limited grip. Let's go, we're actually also on an uphill. Track mode, oh wait, turn that on, double tap, okay, and then what did he say? I don't think it's a double tap the ESC button off. Are you sure it's a double tap, or is it a whole, oh, ESC competitive mode, there it is. Got up to speed pretty well. That's, if you did need to take off, that would be the fastest way to do it. Let's do another one right here. Whee!
Look at the ice tracks. And it's just all ice.
Show it out there.
Wow.
Huh. That's fun. I'm having fun. Alissa said maybe they want launch control to be more deliberate, so it's or harder to do, so it's more deliberate.
Well, so is a button. You deliberately press the button. You're not just going along and.
All right, we'll do another one. It's fighting for grip. It is interesting that it goes out of loud exhaust mode in launch control. Did you notice that? It's like loud, and then it goes quiet. Huh. Look at that. I don't even need my hand on the wheel. It's so easy. It's such a good chassis. It really is.
When GM wants to make a good performance car, they do. The CTS-V, the Camaro, all the Corvettes, and this. Ford will make a good performance car, but then they'll say, oh, only certain people can have it.
Yeah, Ford GT. And if we were in a Ford right now, we probably would have crashed into one of these curbs.
Probably.
It's just, yeah, it's pretty darn good. We'll hop out and do a little quick walk around for those of you who haven't been on since the beginning. Nathan and I have been a little lazy on the walking around. Not lazy, but it's, I mean, listen to it outside. Yeah. It's literally icing. We're in here in the nice warm.
Plus, man, what is there to really show around the outside?
It's a Corvette. It looks awesome.
You can just go on the internet and look at it. Plus, there's already like 20 videos we've done on the Corvette.
Yes, but these people are here now. Gosh, it's so cool. All right, I'm willing to risk some slight signal degradation. Go ahead and hop out. Try to stay as close as you can to the car while still being safe.
Yep.
And we'll show, oh here. And we'll show the car slide.
Holy cow, it's slippery. Let it rip. Wipe it off. That was awesome.
That was really good. It looks like the signal stayed good too. This is a strong hotspot. So for those of you who didn't hear earlier, we're using the Corvette's 4G LTE provided by GM to do this live drive. This is like this is perfect Corvette weather.
Yeah.
You guys think that beautiful LA, California summer Corvette? No, man. Michigan, 1st of January 2021, sliding it around in the sleet. That's how you enjoy a Corvette. Look, these headlights are iced over. The hood is like a perfect ice right on the badge. Can make ice balls. But you go into the back and everything's completely melted because of this hot exhaust and engine back here. Oh, you can warm your hands up right here. Ah, see, it's the perfect winter car.
Wow, that puts on a lot of heat.
Yeah. Do you know that window can go down separate?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, duh, you were with us. Or you were with me. Let's show, should we show the top operation?
Sure.
Okay, I'll give this to you.
Ooh, it's starting to hurt now.
So you do have to hold it. It's a button right next to the window.
Look how mechanical it is. Oh, it's like a spider. Nom, 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 nom. It's gonna eat you.
And there you go. Now our interior is completely full of sleep. I go back up.
Now this is the most fun we've had in a car.
Oh, we gotta show the trunk in the front.
Okay.
So trunk, it's pretty decent size. You can get a good amount of stuff in there. Probably 2.5 feet deep or so, maybe just under a meter. You got some brackets, and I really do appreciate that they have these nets.
Yeah.
Keep bags or something from rolling around. And then you kind of push that down and latch it, and then, oh no, the window's up. And then in the back, Chevy says that you can fit 2 sets of golf bags in here.
Which they say that I don't believe them. I'm a golfer myself, and that just still looks like one golf bag. Tightly fit.
Thanks to the Topher, we even have recovery gear should we get stuck when we were in the snow, but we did not, thank goodness.
Some sort of fan.
Yeah. All right, let's get in.
Back window's down too.
Yes. I'm impressed by the strength of the hotspot too. Okay.
Oh, my butt's cold. There's ice in it.
Oh crap, you're right. Well, good thing we got heated seats. Imagine if Chevy, imagine if it pulled a Chevy and the top stopped working right there. That'd be awful.
There we go.
Okay, let's slip and slide around a bit more and then head on to another destination. We are in track mode right now. Let's go drive. Clutch drop again.
You have to admit, this has to be the most fun we've had in a car ever.
I think you're probably right. This is really good. It's yeah, this is what I meant when I said earlier in the video, like, I've gained respect for the C8 Corvette, because it's never been my favorite car. I kind of prefer the C7 in a lot of ways. It's just more of like a cruiser mobile. I would rather have this on a track, don't get me wrong, but I don't spend most of my life on the track. I spend most of it in the real world. But driving it around here and just throughout the week, almost 1,000 miles in it, I've gained respect for it. Does it have lane keep assist? No, it does not. No, it does not. I don't know if that would come in the 3LT package. What's the speaker system like? It's quite good, actually. This is probably one of the best Bose systems. Oh, I gotta let her turn traction control back on. Are there any other comments? What is that last one? I can't quite see
Ghost
it.
of can you make more live videos?
Yeah, no, we would like to be live driving a bit more. We need to get better about that. We do try to do them once a week. Over the holidays, we've been a bit slower with that, but no, we'll get doing more of it. We've got next week the Cadillac Escalade coming in. That's going to be like the best live drive car, because there's going to be so much to talk about from the driver's seat, passenger seat, back seats. Nathan, Alyssa, and I should all be there, and it'll just be a lot of fun. I'm sure you all have tons of questions about it. What's that next comment?
Overall, is the coupe or convertible one better?
Convertible, and the main reason is with the convertible, it's super easy to just put the top back. It looks just as good, and you don't lose any trunk space when you have the convertible top down. Whereas in the Targa, you have to take it out and put it up, and it takes up all your trunk. And on top of that, the Targa buffers a lot. It's got a lot of wind buffeting. The convertible has much less. There's virtually no buffeting. You do get a good amount of wind coming in at you, but it doesn't have that vibrational buffeting sound. So I would spend the extra $6 grand to get the convertible.
I should probably talk about quality of materials a little bit.
Okay.
Everything is like better than I expected. There's not a single cheap piece of material in this entire interior. All the buttons, everything feels very nice. Everything is soft. I mean everything. I've been in this car a pretty good amount. I can't find a single cheap, hard piece of plastic in here. And this is metal. This is metal. This is like a chromey piece. That's a chromey piece. This is metal. This is leather. Everything is leather. This is softer. This is plastic, but actually no, that's rubber. I can flex that.
The only possible interior quality complaint I could even find was right up here in the convertible top. This is like very hard and secure, and then over here it's a little
yeah,
but that's so minor.
Yeah. The other thing, if I want to be the pickiest person in the world,
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, if I squeeze this, I can squeeze it together.
The Pittsburgh man, if you really want to see a live drive on my 2006 Chrysler Town & Country, I can do that. It's gonna be pretty boring, because I don't even think I've ever put that thing full throttle. I mean, I am very easy on that car, but I can do it. we can do that on a slow week. What does this one say?
I hate it when you have cars in the U.S. which are not available in Germany. For example, the Volkswagen Jetta, my dream Volkswagen, but would need to import from Canada.
Wait, they don't have the Volkswagen Jetta in Germany?
Huh.
That's weird. Maybe that's like an American model. Well, hey, we'd gladly trade you a Jetta for a Scirocco.
Yeah, we have a Jetta.
Yeah. So we are actually going to go on the highway in 32-degree sleet with a Chevy Corvette.
And hopefully we don't get stuck in traffic.
I would actually be okay with us not having to go the speed limit.
Yes, I mean, like, stop traffic.
Oh yeah, that's true. Looks like it's moving up there. Grip is not too bad on the main roads here. My biggest complaint on the highway with the C8 Corvette, and I don't know if it's more with the convertible, if we just have a bad car or what, but the whistling from the windows is pretty bad. There's a very clear whistling sound on both sides. You can tell it's from the windows because if you push on the top left of...
And they failed to make it cool. Like, it would have been cool if they made this button like an aluminum button or a chrome piece, and it's just this black kind of boring button. which it does its job, and it could be worse, but that's always a pet peeve of mine when it comes to cars. These are cool, and they're very easy to use. The vent controls, airbags. Ooh!
It's a little rough.
Yeah. Airbag stitching is cool. This is all nicely designed.
I will say we had that hard bump back there, but other than that, the ride in the C8 Corvette is really good. Like really good for the capabilities this car has. I'm really impressed by the compliance of the ride.
And that was just more
Look
of
at the slickness.
That was just more of crappy Michigan
That was
roads.
like a pothole.
Yeah, that was like any car would have felt that way. All right, here
so
we go.
I'm actually going to go into weather mode for this. I'm slipping. Oh, look at that! It's actually white. Is this Jeep going to let me in? He's better.
This isn't snow, to remind you. This is pure ice.
Yeah. You can hear it. I mean, it's not soft. It's hard coming down. So traffic's doing about, this is a 70-mile-per-hour highway. Traffic's doing about 55, and that's about as fast as I would want to go.
But hey, it's doing it.
Oh yeah, no, that's the impressive thing with Chevrolet putting the all-season Michelin Pilot Sport 4s on this car is if you live in a place that gets the occasional weather like this, fine, go ahead, drive your Corvette, do it.
Does the steering wheel have good feedback?
It does. It's surprising. A lot of new cars are not don't have great steering. Chevy Corvette's pretty good. It's not Porsche level, but it's about Mazda level. And the wheel feels good. You totally get used to the flat thing. The only side with the flat steering, it's hard to drive with your knee. So when you're like right here, it's you can't. You know, sometimes you just need to hold the wheel with your knee while you grab something, or like change a radio or something like that. It's hard to do, or you're eating something.
I always drive with my knee. When there's no traffic and it's just, whoa.
Someone busted that open. But yeah, overall the feedback's really good, and it's a very quick steering rack. I think it's only like 2 turns lock to lock. And you saw earlier, it's just very easy to drift with it and modulate because of that. What did the Pittsburgh man say?
The Pittsburgh man says, personally, I love my sedans. I don't think I could ever settle on a two-door. May have to sell for a C63 sedan.
That'd be awesome.
And then Audi Führer. Yes, the Jetta was not sold enough in Germany because we do not purchase enough sedans. They even have planned to discontinue the EU version of the VW Passat sedan in the EU.
Huh. Wow. Are they going to keep the wagon though?
He says he has a Golf.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Golf than a Jetta. But some people prefer sedans. It's all, no preference. At least our windows have finally defogged. Look at this road. It's like white now. HHR seems to be in a hurry behind us.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that far from there, but when you look out the rearview mirror, you realize he's like right there.
Yeah, it's like, all right, tailgate in an ice. That's very smart.
Yeah. Oh, and he's getting up.
Get off an exit ramp. Let me just get as close to you as possible, so I will ram my $10,000 HHR into this $55,000 Chevy Corvette. $80,000 Chevy Corvette. Very smart, dude.
Yeah, I don't trust his tires. Why is he so
Look
close?
at that. What is he doing?
See, some people will point out, the thing that makes them most nervous about driving their expensive cars in the snow is not the car's ability, it's other drivers.
Yeah. And so many people just tailgate you in the snow. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, if, like, the smallest amount of variation in my speed, you will go careening into the back of my car.
Yep. All right, he's gonna go to the left. We're gonna go over. Oh, no, no, just get over there. Good riddance. Okay, off the highway. We're gonna live drive for about another 5-10 minutes or so. So if there are any last things y'all would like to see, hit us up in the chat and we will get to them. As long as they're within reason. So as you can see now, we've made it to roads that are like actually wintry.
It's like snow, but not snow.
It's actually not any, it's not really any slipperier. It might even be grippier than the stuff we were on earlier that was pure ice, but it looks cooler. I will admit I made the thumbnail for this video a tad bit clickbaity because I used one of the photos from when we were up north. But this is finally fulfilling it a bit.
Yeah.
And I said in little text at the bottom, snow not included. What do we say? Quick test of the rumble strips. How does it compare to the C7? Is the C8 better? The C8 is much better, don't get me wrong. It's Chevy did everything right with this car. It's engineered excellently. The only reason I, in some situations, prefer the C7 and would buy a C7 over this, the C7 felt more hooligan-y. It felt more like a downtown cruiser. Like you get in it, you'd start it up, it's loud, it's rumbly. It sounds better than this because of the longer exhaust, longer exhaust pipes, better tuned. You could rumble down to the ice cream store. Everyone was like, yeah, the C7 still looks good, classic Corvette. You got a manual transmission, you're shifting, you're cool. Just felt a little more relaxed and playful. This car is serious business. All it wants to do, especially in the Z51 trim, it wants to turn harder, it wants to go faster, it wants to push the envelope all the time. And that's why I've had more fun in this car, with this car in the rain and in the snow than I have in the dry, because you can do things like just tap the traction control and go whee! Where you can't do that in the dry with this car, especially a Z51 car. But in the C7, you could do that anywhere you wanted. So only because of that, I would prefer C7. But this is a quote-unquote better car.
The other thing is I have more emotional attachment to the C7. Mm-hmm. Like that's always been like I like to own.
I think there are people who will buy a C8 and be a tad bit bored by it. Because unless you're going to be tracking it and driving it on good roads, it's too good. It's just like, it's like having a thoroughbred racehorse.
Yeah.
And just like pumping it around the fairgrounds or something. Dude, Alissa should get a Hummer. The 3 miles to the gallon. That'd be hilarious.
Hummer H2.
People are mean. Hey man, YouTube savagery. You know who I haven't heard from much recently? Bradley's car reviews.
Oh yeah.
Wonder what happened. He's out doing car reviews. Oh, that looks like a good parking lot back there. Maybe we should go take a visit.
I didn't want to interrupt you back there, but I think I saw a Hellcat up in front of
Charger?
Yeah. Yeah, Charger.
The purplish one?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was. Although it's so hard to tell some days with this, because that could be like a 392 wide body, and they all kind
even so, that much power in a real drive.
That's as much power as we have, yeah.
Yeah. But this is so much more controllable. Oh, controllable.
Yeah. When it steps out, you can just counter steer right back in. What we're doing now is parking lot hunting.
That looks like a good one.
Yeah, it does. Iron Mountain fitting.
Oh, what's that? All American Pet Sports. Oh, you know what that
Pet
is?
Resorts.
That's a place where you can take your dog to go swimming.
Oh, nifty.
So they have like diving boards, and you can like train your dog for like events and stuff.
Yeah, that's so much fun. I just want like a giant parking lot that's like just endless with no poles or anything to just forever slide back and forth.
Kind of like this one.
But like 10 times bigger. Look at that. I just do this one-handed. Like, it's just... Every now and then it goes over one of our other tracks and bites in. Full out lock, just steering with my steering with the throttle right now.
That's so awesome.
it's like so controllable. I feel like we could write our names in the ice. Look at that.
Here, turn around that way and I'll like pan. Wow.
Just nice little circles. Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun. If you own a non-Z51 Corvette with all-season tires, you owe it to yourself to get it out in at least some good rain. But if it snows, take your car out, have some fun with it, go rinse it off afterward, get the salt off, if your state uses salt. What do we got? Hey, it's Kyle! Good to see him. What's your favorite type of car you drove? Favorite type? I don't know, a motorcycle?
That's not a car.
Favorite type of car? I don't know. I guess I get the most satisfaction. Honestly, I like driving trucks.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. Pickup trucks, no matter what. I had a dream last night. I owned a 90s F-150 and it was like the best thing ever. I loved it. And it made me want to get up and go out and buy one.
There's something about driving a pickup truck, especially for those of you who never have. You just feel so like on top of the world and carefree and confident. And I'm not saying they're the best driving. They're awful driving typically, but it's a satisfactory feeling.
Being awful doesn't mean it's not fun.
Exactly. Alissa said she's in the front. Can we do a sound test of Bang & Olufsen? Yeah, I will once we get one. Absolutely. Right. Well, a few more minutes here. Had a good hour with you guys. It's been a lot of fun. Happy New Year to all. I hope you all are having a good New Year wherever you're at. If you want to be around family, I hope you're with them. Those would be yummy trucks.
Hot and ready.
If you're not with family, I hope it's intentional. If you're held up by the virus at all, feel for you. But thank you all so much for tuning in with us and kind of just taking it easy, if you will. Let's see, this is Joy Road. We're going to take a left here. So as you can see, we are driving our Corvette in winter conditions. When the traction control's on, it keeps you from being in a bad spot. This just looks like snow. So this is more snowy. What kind of grip do we have? Not a bunch. Look at that blue like FJS looking thing.
Oh wow.
Happy New Year's, guys. Take care and be careful out there. Absolutely. Thanks for joining in. Tesla pickup truck would be great. Yeah, I do like driving the Tesla Model 3. I'd like to get one at some point.
Oh, there's a Cybertruck.
Getting one. Yeah, I know. That's still not a real thing yet. Like, yeah. Once they start making them, great.
Yeah, a stainless steel body Tesla pickup truck.
Yeah.
Just run over everything. That would probably be the car where you'd feel the most irresponsible.
Yeah, I'd love to see a road test between a Raptor, maybe even a Velociraptor, and a Cybertruck. I'm sure.
Or a TRX.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll drive a TRX in the next few months. TTS?
TTRS.
Oh, it was an RS.
Volkswagen Atlas. Volkswagen's Ford Edge, as I like to call it, just because it's just that type of car.
Volkswagen Atlas, top 4 finalist for worst car we drove in 2020.
Oh yeah. Why I say Ford Edge is just because that's when I see it, that's what I think of it. It's just that it's Volkswagen's Ford Edge. It's everywhere. It's
yeah, it's the same class.
Yeah. No, it's bigger. It's Explorer size.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's third row and stuff. The Edge is such a weird size.
Yeah.
It's not as weird anymore, but when it came out, it was pretty like alone in that. All right, we're gonna hit one more parking lot and call it a day. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see any last things, let us know. Kyle, if you want to hear any last things, let us know. Winter driving C8 Corvette. Life is good.
There's a Challenger up there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is that an Explorer ST?
Yep. I see so many Explorer STs, it's nuts.
One downside I found of the C8 Corvette yesterday, I went into a car wash. It was an automatic one.
Yeah.
And I like scraped, they had like one of the like things to push your tires along.
Yeah.
And I scraped it coming up in, and I was like, oh man, I don't know if I should just back out now. It didn't seem to do any damage, but it sounded awful.
Huh.
Might have cracked like an underbody protector or something. This doesn't have the front lift on it.
Why not?
That's an option they didn't put on this one.
Huh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Any good last comments? Happy New Year. Hope it'll be an amazing year. The classic Nathan behind the car as it launches. Kyle wants me to punch it. Oh, Kyle, you've missed a lot of punching so far, but we will absolutely do that. Please don't tell me this lot is salted. Hopefully it's just up here that's been salted. There's actually some like snowflakes coming now. It's not like hard.
Yeah.
I do love those burbles.
Ooh, an
Yeah,
XJ Jeep Cherokee. Oh my goodness.
That's clean.
I
Look at
love
those
them.
wheels.
Oh my gosh, that's like perfect. Only thing I could ask for is it to be either in the red or the dark blue.
Country. Huh. Yeah, that's nice.
Wanna go get in that? It's got the 4-liter.
I wish. All right, time for a clutch drop. We got my mode. Let's do ESC off. Man, you really gotta hold it for a while.
Gotta hold it down for 10 seconds.
There we are.
That was awesome.
Nice and easy around that Jeep. You want to get one more exterior sliding shot and then we'll wrap it?
Sure. You know what that feels like? When you're playing GTA and someone's trying to run you down so you get like trying to run around the car.
Well, everyone, that is how you enjoy a Chevy Corvette. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks to Nathan for coming along and enjoying this fun ride. And we'll see you all for an exciting 2021. Happy New Year, everyone. Drive on. Oh yeah, we gotta wait a little bit. We never know exactly when to end the live streams because when we hit the button, sometimes it ends it early. So we're just gonna stand here and just talk for a minute. You know, let's take a look at the Corvette. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice.
Very nice. You know one thing, compared to the C7, this looks like a much smaller car.
Mm-hmm.
Might be hard to tell on camera, but especially if like looking at it from eye level,
Yeah.
and especially seeing it next to other cars, you can tell it's very much designed to be just as fast as possible.